Well, Tomo, it wasn't pretty, but another 4 points, 3 wins on the trot. How important is that to be able to grind it out, maybe not play exactly how we want to play, but just to get the result in the end?
Yeah, it was definitely a different challenge today, coming off a fast sticker Eddie had last week to very trying conditions today, which was wet and windy. It's always nice to have a victory in those conditions.
How about yourself? First game back for the season. What was it like out there? Did it take a little while to get going, or was it just like riding a bike?
I wish it was like riding a bike, but I was a little bit toey before the game. It's my second full game for the season, so it's definitely nice to be back in the side and in trying conditions. It was definitely an arm wrestle for 4 quarters, so it was nice to come away with a win.
What about our old friend Bernard? He's got a tough side now.
I think he's always had that underneath the skin, but it's always nice to front up against Bernie. Once upon a time, he was a fan favourite when he was playing here, and I heard him cop a few boos today, but then he nicely of him kicked one our direction through the third quarter, which was handy.
What do you think about that? He obviously was getting into danger a little bit. Is that all just fair game?
No, it's part and parcel of the game. Once you cross the white line, blokes always play on edge, and Bernie's no different. He's got a lot of close mates here, which he speaks to regularly and still catches up with, and no doubt tonight, I think he's staying the night, so we might share a quiet beer later on at some point.
How about yourself in the first quarter? Really known for your speed and tackling. You've just run 50 metres, chased him down. Can you tell us about that moment?
Yeah, it was... you noticed my leg speed, did you? Yeah, I've always had that. It's amazing how it's still there. No, I think the fact there's a bit of frontal pressure on him and he had to have the bounce and try and evade someone definitely made it a bit easier for my legs.
What about Jake Kelly? He's had more tackles than touches today. Just a bit of the way he plays. How good a reward is that for him? He's just a ripping young man.
Nicknamed the Bull, so it's fantastic to see him in the side. And as you said, we know he's going to tackle, so we always know what we're going to get from him. And today was reward for effort. He does everything right, the way he trains, the way he presents himself at the club each day. So it's fantastic to have him in the side. Fantastic to have his parents down in the change rooms before the game with the Guernsey presentation. And I guess as a first game player, it's always nice to have a win first up.
What about the team? Bit of a slow start. I imagine Walshy would have had a few choice words to say at quarter time and maybe in half time as well.
Yeah, it wasn't an ideal start. It would have been nice to get the jump on them and have the supporters behind us early just to silence Melbourne, but that wasn't the case. We regrouped at quarter time. Phil was calm and clear with his messaging to the group, which he always is, and we slowly grinded our way back into the game. And I touched on the fact that it was an arm wrestle, and to win ugly games like that I think is important for the group.